Yo, what's up? This is Ink. I assume you've already read the title of the fucking video. You know what this is about. We're gonna be talking about how to get away with illegal graffiti. I just want to make a disclaimer. Don't fucking commit crimes or anything. It's just don't do that. This is just bad. This is kind of, you know what I mean? I don't condone anything. If you do something, you fucking go out bombing and you get caught, don't blame it on me, kids. Just don't do it. Alright. So, I'm guessing you're new, that's why you're watching this video. One thing I just want to get out of the way is you're going to want to practice a lot before you actually go out. You want to get good at the craft before you get out, you know what I mean? Alright, this is kind of off the cuff, by the way. Alright, enough yapping. Let's get into this. So the first tip, I know a lot of other YouTubers have done videos like this, but the first tip is to if you're still in school, don't hit up your school. Don't fucking go into the bathroom and like destroy it with fucking your shitty one-liner tag or whatever. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. It'll be much easier to catch you because first of all, now your cops know which school you go to, which means, it's not a teacher doing that. They know that you're probably in high school, so they know your age. And I mean, they know your gender or whatever, which, I mean, most writers are guys, but like, I guess that could, I don't know. So that's already it just makes it so much easier to catch you. I know a lot of people can't resist it. Just don't do it. If you really want to do it, just do it with a different name or something. Alright, the next thing. Also, same thing applies for your work, Don't hit up your work. I understand. Also, by the way, if you're on like a walk home from school or work and you want to, like, even if it's stickers, just... Sorry about that, guys. I had some fucking technical difficulties. This is a couple days later recording this. Anyway, even if you're putting up slaps just on your way home from school or work, don't put stuff up right around the area right after you leave, because chances are fucking someone from your school or someone from your work, one of your colleagues or your boss, might see you do that on the way there. So or on the way back, just don't do that. Give yourself a radius, walk a little bit, give yourself some time before you do that. So, all right, now we're gonna do tip number 2, and that is, don't hit up. Some places are better to hit up than others, and you can get caught easier. And I know what you're thinking right now. I'm probably talking about really, red hot spots, rooftops, highways, stuff like that. You'll get caught red-handed on the spot pretty easily, and they'll track you down to everything else. But it's not really what I'm talking about. I mean, don't hit up stupid spots. Don't fucking tag churches and memorials and stuff. It's, first of all, that's a dick move. Don't do that. And also, they're gonna want to catch you a lot more if you do that. Also, like government buildings, you know what I mean? Some things, they'll want to really catch you if you do that. I heard this story on this podcast or something, on the Bag podcast. Forgot who was being interviewed, but he was talking about how these people got done because they snuck into this embassy that was like abandoned. I don't know if it was abandoned or not, but people were painting there and they got in like massive trouble, or they were threatened or something like that. They would have gotten in way more trouble. So just, obviously don't do that. All right. The next tip, don't hit up around your house. You know how weird it's gonna, I mean, Now how suspicious it's gonna be if your first ever tag is right across the street from your house, and then the authorities see that, especially if you're in like a small town or whatever, and then they see you hit up all over these other places, like slowly going farther and farther away from your house. It just makes it so obvious. Now, here's the one thing, right? You don't want to hit up everywhere around you but your close area. You know what I mean? If you're living in your town and you hit up all the towns surrounding yours but yours, it's just suspicious. Like, they're gonna know what's up. They'll be like, oh, okay, or multiple steps ahead of this guy. Just don't do it. Okay, the next thing is that don't do stuff on your personal property. So, you know, like I said earlier with the school and work and stuff, don't do it. Fucking catch tags on your clothes and stuff, just on your personal property. You know what I mean? Um, that leads me on to the next thing. You don't need to let everyone know that you're interested in graff or stickers or street art, whatever. It's just not something you need to bring up unless it's like with your close friends or family. They don't need to know that, Well, they can, but I'm talking about like normal, your colleagues or whatever, your classmates. They don't need to know about that. Just makes it way easier for you to be caught. If, people, something's hit up, you're gone for the night, and then, you'll be the number one suspect, I guess. No, people just don't need to know that you're interested in graff. Don't dress like a writer. That's the next tip. We're on fucking 4 or 5. I don't know. Don't dress like a writer. Um, this can be like, I guess, still in the same topic, but if you're actually going out and painting, if you're wearing fucking baggy pants, a hoodie, fucking mask, you've got like your backpack shaking. Don't do that. It's not good. Just dress like a fucking nerd, bro. I mean, unless you're worried about like people seeing you, which you don't want people to be seeing you doing graff anyway. So, but like maybe even put on some fucking suit, some UV light glasses. Who knows? Get creative. Um, I know a lot of people when they're in like train yards and stuff, they'll wear a high vis vest. So people will just think, oh, they're just a train worker. The only problem with that is you can't really wear a mask with it, otherwise it's suspicious. But then if they do find out, it's you, then they have a photo of your face. So I don't know. I'd be careful with that one. Also, I don't know if you can just wear any high vis vest. It probably has to be one of the ones at that. Sorry about that. Something happened. And also, I wanted to think up what I was going to say next without just having a bunch of, random time in the video. Because I know you guys probably have a low attention span. Sorry. Not all of you, some of you. You know who you are. Yeah, so the next thing I want to move on to is cameras. Don't do shit. I was saying this about social media. If there's a camera, you know what I mean? Obviously, if there is cameras, you really want to hit something up, which don't do that. That's stupid either way. Completely cover yourself up. Don't show any skin, anything. If you look up at the camera, think about that. You're literally looking into the lens. They're looking at your face, so don't really look around for them. Another thing, this is like a little bonus one not many people think about. A lot of cars, like Teslas and shit, have cameras on them. So if you're fucking, hitting up your road sign and like a Tesla passes by and they're fucking don't like you for, doing graff, there's a chance they might have it on video and they'll report you to the cops. Cameras. All right. Yeah, some cameras can see in the dark, by the way. I mean, some cameras are shit quality, but some can see in the dark, which moves on to the next one. Try your best to do shit. No, know what time of day to do stuff. Either way, if you're hitting up, um, no. Some spots on the highway, Inevitable Rebels actually said this, if you're far enough away from the road, the headlights can't reach you and you can just take your time. You can do a full-on burner or whatever, and which don't do that because they'll be moving fast. They probably won't be able to read it and it won't mean shit. But the next day, people will be like, what, how they do that? I reckon if the headlights can reach you, then it's an equal amount of chance of getting caught as for daytime as well, because so many cars passing you. But the thing is, let's say Bob is fucking driving this car, and he thinks, oh, Linda in the other car. It's not a Bob's Burgers reference, by the way. Linda in the other car is gonna report it. And Linda thinks, oh, Bob will report it. But in the end, no one reports it because people are thinking someone else will do it because people are fucking lazy, which is actually a benefit for us. And, and then nothing happens and you're good. In the night, it's probably good if you're hitting up, areas that have a lot of foot traffic in the day. You can't really hit up around New Year's stores and stuff unless they're 24 hours in the day. But at night, you know what I mean, stores are closed, people probably aren't walking near them, so it'll be fine. Gotta be wary though, depending on where you are, people from their houses might be able to, it's a higher chance that people in their houses and apartments are there at night, you know what I mean? So if you're hitting up, I don't know, a track site or something, there's going to be a higher chance that they're there than in the daytime when they're probably at work or school. You know what I mean? Maybe like wait till early morning or something when they might be asleep. I don't know. By the way, don't be hitting up houses. I mean, there are exceptions, like if it's a fence or something that's not facing their house, it's like facing a highway or the train tracks or something like that. A lot of people find that's fair game. I think so too, honestly. Probably won't even know about it unless that they're on the train and they pass by and they're like, oh wait, that's my, you know what I mean? Okay, another thing is you gotta make sure you're silent. Don't fucking have rally cans, mix them up beforehand. Full of the cans, the less loud they are. Also, what I was saying earlier is you want to match your environment. If you're like up in the mountains, I don't know why you'd be there, but like, I don't know, I guess you dress like a hiker. If you're fucking on the highway trying to get into a tunnel or something, trying to get into a chill spot without anything happening, look like, I don't know, a hat, or you lost something, you know what I mean? Look like you're trying to find something. Maybe, act like you're just gonna take a piss. Just play the part. Be confident, you know what I mean? Go in there and just act normal. Depending on where it is. Obviously, some spots are more chill. Drains, like abandoned houses, some factories and stuff. Some freights can be pretty chill. Either way, always scope your shit out. Check around. Look on Google Earth or Google Maps, and if you see something, don't spontaneously do shit. You know what I mean? If you Inevitable Rebel said this. If you're driving in your car, you know, you're getting your fucking milk, and there's a box truck in front of you, you're not gonna think, oh, that looks juicy, I'm gonna hop out and catch a tag. You know, that's just so stupid. I'll pop a flare on it. You know what I mean? If you really want to hit it up, you gotta wait gotta wait a while, you know, to check it out, see if it's good. Another thing is, there's some spots which you're just gonna, you know, always get away with. I don't like hitting up bathrooms personally, like businesses, and I don't know, I don't like it, but like porta potties, you know, you're gonna get away with it. You can trash an entire porta potty and get away with it if, you know, not too many people around. Another thing, if you have a fucking pilot marker, that's gonna stink up a whole bathroom. But if you have something like a streaker, which doesn't smell at all, you'll be good to go. Just be wary about that, you know. On some buses and stuff, I've heard stories, you know, in San Francisco and stuff, where that used to be really big. Whenever there was, sometimes, you know, you'd be fucking doing a walk up, catching tags, like on, you know, fucking walking up and down over like where the advertisements are. And then, you know, the bus driver would see that, they'd get pissed, and they'd like try to lock you in, kind of. So most of the time, people would actually bust open the emergency windows and just hop out. So I guess that can be another bonus tip. Always know where an exit is if you're doing insides. Another thing, you know, don't take, if you want to take flicks, that's fine. You know, don't take too many photos on your phone. That's just evidence right there. Get the fuck out of there wherever you are. Maybe come back to take photos a different day. You know what I mean? It would suck if it's already capped by then, but, you know, hopefully not. Take photos a couple days later. You know what I mean? Also, if you're in a city, it's way easier to get away. You can fucking run, get lost in an alley or something. It's a lot easier than if you're in the suburbs or a small town. Plus, they can pinpoint you easier. I don't know, I thought that was another thing I'll throw in. And they can't really tell where you live if you're in a big, massive city compared to, you know, hitting up small towns around your area, like I said earlier. Oh yeah, some more tips. Wear gloves. Because, I mean, you don't want to literally get caught red-handed. You're not going to beat the case if they catch you with fucking red paint all over your hands. There's a fucking red tag on this mailbox. And then they've got a photo of your face because you looked up into the camera. You didn't run away. You took photos of it. You did it right across the street from your house, which was a school, and, you know, you did this after work. This would be literally doing all of these things I said wrong. Everything I said in this video not to do, you did. If you do that, if you get caught doing something like that, that's just dumb. Don't do any of that. Be smart. Also, another thing, people think, you know, if you get caught, you know, that's wrapped, you know, whatever. Don't think like that. You gotta do everything you can to get away. If you are running and fucking someone's chasing you and you have to hide in some fucking person's backyard for hours, you gotta do that. You gotta fucking swim through a creek, jumping over fences. You gotta do everything you can to get away. I mean, you're risking your freedom, you know? I think that's all I could think of for now, with all the tips and stuff of getting away. Just remember, before I stop this video, wear gloves. Remember, each spot is has a different time from when you should go out. Blend in, act the part, don't be noisy, be discreet. Oh yeah, try to paint silently, you know what I mean? Don't be fucking, you're in a train yard and you're causing a big ruckus. That will blow up the spot and other riders will be mad at you. Alright, don't blow up the spot. Don't hit up around you. Don't flex on everyone that, you know, you're a rider. No face, no case, you know. Gloves, again, that'll stop you from... Don't throw your cans in a river. Like, get rid of them somewhere, like, you know, far away from the spot. Make sure there's no prints on them. You know what I mean? Also, you gotta be prepared to ditch something. You're fucking running, ditch the fucking marker. Ditch the fucking marker, you know what I mean? Because then there's less evidence. Hopefully they can't see you throwing away, you know, the can or whatever. Otherwise, you can get in trouble for that as well. But, know your rights as well. If you're in Australia, just say no comment to everything. You know your rights, know what you're up against, and know the laws in your city, alright? I think I'm gonna wrap it up now. Maybe I can make a part 2 or something, I don't know. More videos coming out in the future. Have a good one, guys. Peace. Also, like and subscribe if you want. And remember, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.